My impossible love journey. My love story is one of its kind. It's emotional and heartbreaking. Yeah, I know, but you can get a valuable lesson from it. Listen with your ears and take it to heart. I fell in love with Clara, a girl who knew one of my fears was dogs. I was deeply in love with her, but it was really hard to approach her and confess my feelings since she was always with her dog. I suspect she must have realized how dogs gave me a scary shock. It was like she did it on purpose to make sure I didn't get near her. She never left her dog behind. It was her bestie. I prayed to God for her to appear without her dog so I could tell her what was on my heart. But my prayers seemed to go unnoticed. Because of the love I was feeling towards her, I was not ready to give up. I had to come up with a strategy. That's when I decided to do a few searches on Google to fight and overcome this battle I was facing. Unfortunately, my Google search landed me in more trouble. I searched for the wrong topic. Instead of searching how to overcome the fear of dogs, I searched how to fall in love with a lady who loves dogs. Funny, right? If this were a soccer game, I was already caught offside. I spent sleepless nights reading all the articles without profiting from them. Remember, my problem was not loving a girl who loves dogs. My problem was the fear of dogs, which made it impossible to approach her and confess how I felt. Before I continue with my story, I would love to hear your opinion. If it were you in my place, what would you have done in this situation? Write your opinion in the comment section. Let's get back to the story. I kept rehearsing the entire night how to approach Clara the following day and confess my feelings. But I didn't know I had forgotten all about my fear and was focused on the wrong goal. When morning came, I rushed to the spot she usually passed to get milk for her family. I saw her approaching from a distance, and my heart filled with excitement. When she drew closer, I noticed she was walking with her dog, holding it by the chain. My heart almost stopped. I didn't wait to faint. I ran for my life. I heard her echoing laughter behind me as I ran. I thought I had the battle in my hands, but now I was discouraged and hopeless, realizing I had lost the first half. If it was a football game, I had lost to my opponent in the first half. But because my love for her had grown so strong, I couldn't just give up. Now, it had been almost 7 months, and I still hadn't told her how I felt. I guess you can imagine what I was going through. All the impossible imaginations in my mind, like being together with her and her dog biting me to pieces. I decided to conquer my fear. But how would I do this? A lot of ideas kept running through my mind. Finally, I decided to ask my dad to buy me a small dog to practice with and help me overcome my fear. When I told my dad I wanted a dog, he laughed so hard he almost lost his breath. Everyone in the family knew I was not a fan of dogs, but he didn't know I was on a mission, and Clara was the mission. I didn't want to tell him openly. I wanted to handle it on my own. Finally, my dad agreed, and a little puppy was brought home. It was playful, but it was a great start to conquering my fear. For a few weeks, I practiced how to get along with it. I thought I was ready to face my fear and tell Clara how I felt. I knew the spot where I would meet Clara. Early in the morning, I went there, and there she was with her huge dog. I realized I had practiced on the wrong field. I had used a puppy for my practice, and here she was with a huge beast. My heart was terrified, but I pretended I had everything under control. My strategy was to pretend to love her dog in order to get to her. But now I realized I had miscalculated every step. I sensed a great disaster approaching as I walked toward her. I was nervous, and I'm sure she knew it too. But I had decided to risk everything for the love I felt. Nothing could stand in my way, or so I thought. As I approached, reality hit hard. My puppy training hadn't prepared me for this. What happened next will shock you. Are you interested in knowing what happened next? Comment part 2 in the comment section and subscribe. Hit the like button and the bell icon so that when I post it, you'll immediately get the notification. I will only post the next part if I feel you are really interested in my story. If you'd love to support my channel, I can send you my PayPal. By the way, what have you learned from my story so far? The next part will blow your mind.